Welcome to class this month, Wild Side.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So Wild Side means we're going to focus on side bending and rotation because our side body's so important, as we know. And luckily for us, there's a lot of rotation on the reformer and some side bending, so we'll get to juice those out. We're going to start on one spring for our footwork. If you know you need more for your back, that's fine. Don't go too light. I have about a heavy spring on. If you're working with weighted springs, you can try the green or you can try a red. You don't want it to be too light that like you're just flying around, but you don't want it to be pushing you around either. Arms down by your side, balls of your feet on the foot bar. Breathe into your ribs. And for me, my upper back's feeling a little tight today, so I'm going to try to soften through my chest. Try to breathe in and out through your nose 3 times. And you know what, since it is wild side, put your hands on your waist. Breathe in. Exhale it out. So your hands are pushing your ribs in, like your ribs are pushing into your hands rather as you breathe in. So you're taking up space sideways. All right, that's our goal, not front ways. Awesome. Then go ahead and press out and in 8 times. And even though we're on one spring, we still need to work on closing the spring all the way. The reason I want to do one spring as a warm-up is you can get more length in your waist if you're, provided, not always, but like sometimes with the heavier springs when we're warming up, it takes us a few rounds to get more length in the waist. And on one spring, no excuses. You should be able to get longer from tailbone to the crown of your head on every out and every in. Come all the way in, come onto your arches and press it out and pull it in. Just hugging those outer hips in, softening the heart. And then come all the way in, come onto your heels, flex the ankles and push out and pull it in. And you'll probably reveal which side needs to reach more. Today it was my right side, which is not normal. Normally it's my left. So must have slept a certain way last night. We'll pull it all the way in for 3 more, staying on those heels, feeling our outer hips come in. Something, it's really great is the more our legs can work for us, the more our spine can side bend or twist away from them. Last one. Come all the way in. Come onto the balls of your feet, push out. Stay out, lower the heels, stay under. Open the heels, lift them up, squeeze them together. Lower them down, twist them out, lift them up, hug them together. So you're doing this little rotation, kind of like a figure 8. Then reverse it. Heels go down, they come together. And they go out, down, and together. So they're apart when they go down, they're together when they come up. Last one. All right, reset your feet because sometimes they shift around on there. Make sure your heels are together, toes are apart, balls of the feet on the foot bar. Press out to straight legs, lift your head and chest up, and pump your arms for your 100 here. Standing on the balls of your feet, hugging your ankles together. So it's super tempting for us to get shorter when we round. So even though flexion isn't the same as side bending or twisting, in this 100, can you get a little more space? Can you get a little longer? What's very fascinating is the amount of obliques you need to do the 100 position. So your side body is working here. 4 more cycles of breathing. And then all the way in. All right, let's sit on up. Get rid of the foot bar. Add a second spring. And then we're going to lie back for some coordination. So you'll grab your handles, elbows into your side, and really let the elbows press down and take up space. And then see if you can push your shoulders down as well. Now, when I do that, my ribs like to pop up. So it's kind of like whack-a-mole. I have to how to get my shoulders wide and soften my heart. Lift that in, chest up, push the arms and legs to straight, open, close the legs, bend the knees, and bend the elbows. And press out, open, close, bend the knees, bend the elbows. We'll do 3 more together. So your side body work here, the wild side is those legs. They only open as much as you have strength. Rest your head. If you're like, Lesley, I just got my last one. Don't worry, I was going to let you do another set. So now that you know the movements and now you know where the wild side is, focus on that for the last 3. Push out, open, close. Yes, work that side body open, but that doesn't mean we don't work the inner thighs closed. Woo, awesome. Sit on up. Get your head rest down, spin around, drop down to one spring. We'll row. So you can always row with weights, especially if you're newer to the practice. Rowing is something that really does take a lot of time. If I had known you from the beginning of your Pilates career, Pilates journey, it would be over a year before we do it together. So do it with weights if you are feeling like it's a lot of parts, because we need our side body to work here for us and our arms to circle from that side body. So take your hands by your rib, one hand anyways, hold your handles on the other one, and just feel where your ribs are, where maybe your waist. That's where you want to get wider with every row. Ready? Here we go. Bend the elbows. Can you feel yourself get wider way there? And then push the arms open. As you push the arms open and push them back, your ribs get wider. Round forward, tap the hands, lift them up. A lot of times I see people bend the elbows too soon. You want to get to where your hands can hook someday. So, and that doesn't mean by bending the elbows. So push. This could be you reaching straight arms towards each other and nothing happens. And then lift those arms up as they try to hug towards each other. Okay, that would be great. Otherwise, we're going to round back here. I've gotten to a point where on most days, I can touch my fingertips and I do this little pincher bug fingertip, lift, and circle around. Awesome. Now, if you're someone who's super flexible, can interlace your fingers and lift them up, don't lose strength, don't lose that width. All right, more wild side for us. So even though we're still not side bending or twisting, elbows up, feel your elbows lift. You should feel they go way down to the ends of the ribs. Lift up and lean back from there. Sit on up, reach forward, round the spine, press. Touch your hands or get close to it. Circle the arms around. And again, elbows up, reach forward, get longer in the waist, get wider in your ribs, take up space, circle. One more. And around, reach, and circle. Awesome. Okay, let's sit up, spin around, crisscross applesauce, shave and hug, push those feet down, and then take your hands behind your head. Now push your feet down as you reach your arms up, bend your elbows nice and wide. So I feel like I'm leaning really far forward today, so because I am. So I'm gonna try to sit up a little taller. And the thing about sitting up taller is it's tempting to bend or shorten the spine. See if you can get longer as you push the feet down and reach the arms up. Oh, feel your side waist wrap around even more. And then switch the cross of the legs. Open and close the arms. Pushing the feet down, reach the arms wide. Awesome. Okay. Let's do a little swan prep. If you want to do the big swan, you can. There's so much great wild side body in that. For those of us who need to ease into our extension, I don't need to, but in case you do, I'm going to do it with you. Because also there's some really great side body strengthening that can happen here. Our side body is part of flexion and extension. So, and our top, it's part of all of it. It's what makes it happen. So even though we haven't directly worked on it just yet, it's in all of this. So spin your inner thighs up, lift your hip points up, pull your heart forward, and then leave your heart pulling forward as you lift your legs, and then lift your chest. So at no point are you changing the shape of your spine. You're just changing where your spine is in space. 3 to 5 of these. And then step off to the side. Drop a spring off. Lie on your stomach for your pull straps. Full permission to use weights here, especially if you find that doing the pull straps with a spring pushes your back into the box. We don't want that. And then let your shoulders be nice and wide. Spin the inner thighs up, hip points up again. Don't worry about lifting your chest unless it happens, right?